such a pretty swing. You'd never know Whitmer's Nick Gulch lives with muscular dystrophy, nor should you. He doesn't treat it as a handicap.
My hands stiffen up pretty bad, and shaking people's hands, like my hand I just can't open. I can swing clubs, it's like it hurts me like a little bit.
How do you fight through it?
I fight through it by just like loosening my grip a little bit.
Gulch works on his game with Matt Lake, a coach who is hearing impaired and helps develop players with physical challenges.
You have to have a lot of patience. You have to understand where they're coming from because, not everything works for everybody.
You can find Lake communicating through sign language or getting creative, finding other means to improve their talents.
Stuff aren't here to just the putter. I have a physical challenge myself too. I can't hear the golf ball when I'm making contact. Everything about feel. So when I'm working with my students, I want them to feel comfortable. I want to provide them accommodations so they can enjoy the game of golf.
Nick may have muscular dystrophy, but he competes at a high level. Dealing with bullies just doesn't seem fair. Matt, who is hearing impaired, has dealt with bullies in his lifetime. He understands, and together they have each other's back.
I feel more comfortable with a guy that knows what I've been going through and has helped me with golf, and it really helps me a lot more.
Growing up as a kid, I got picked on a lot, and I overcame a lot of things, and golf was the only thing that got me through the physical challenge and the emotional challenges.
I just try to ignore them because it will, if it happens, it will just shut me down and I won't have a good day. But now, because if I ignore them, I can get through it and just not even think about it. Just let it roll off my back.
Golf is a tough game. You have to have patience. And as Matthew has taught us, just because you have a physical challenge doesn't mean you can't succeed. Reporting from Bedford Hills, Jason Hurst, WTOL 11.
High fives, Jacob. Good job.
Jacob Fisher is Timberstone Junior High's biggest football fan, full of life. His energy hard to miss.
He's here at every practice, every day. I mean, he's got the most school spirit out of anyone on the team.
Suits up, shoulder pads, helmet, full gear, but never gets to play. Not because he doesn't want to.
Get it up, get it up, get it up, get it up. More ball. Get it up. No, go. Let's go, Jacob. Sit up, buddy.
Jacob lives with Fragile X syndrome, a leading cause of inherited intellectual disabilities and leading known genetic cause of autism. So Jacob plays the role of equipment manager, a role he's held since the 6th grade. If there's anyone who deserves to get into the game and know what it feels like to score a touchdown, it's Jacob. And the community of Sylvania made a young man's dreams come true. The final play of Saturday's Timberstone Arbor Hills game was Jacob's time to shine. He scored a touchdown. The Wolves players made the request. Both teams' coaches made it happen.
Jacob Fisher!
Yeah, it was great that I got to hand him the ball. He was really excited. You could see the smile on his face through his face mask. And when he ran 20 yards in the end zone, it looked like Ezekiel Elliott out there.
It was very emotional. I was nervous. I was more nervous of any other play that we've had all year. And it was great. I mean, it was the kids, I think, had more buy-in and were more excited about that play than any play we've had the entire season.
I did not know it was coming, so I was completely shocked. And, of course, I started to cry. It was insane. It was so emotional watching him out there, seeing him light up.
Why let a good thing happen just once? Perrysburg Junior High gave the okay to live out the dream one more time. Life lessons are bigger than the game itself. Scoreboards really don't matter. Reporting from Perrysburg, Jason Hurst, WTOL 11. Jordan, a big win for Toledo, and it was all about their defense. Joining me now is head coach Matt Campbell. Coach, this was a team that scored 70 points last week. You held them to no offensive touchdowns, minus 14 yards rushing, 5 turnovers. How were you able to execute so well?
Well, I'll tell you, I thought our kids really executed the game plan, and it starts with our defensive line.
Jordan, wow, what a stunning loss for Michigan. They thought they had this one in the bag. 10 seconds, that's all that stood in the way of knocking off number 7 Michigan State. Blake O'Neal, all he had to do was catch it or fall on it. That's what you're thinking, right? This team, speechless in the post-game conference. I even asked Coach Harbaugh, was there any other option besides punting?
Yeah, the options were to go for it.
BG is 2-0 in the MAC, and the offense put up video-like numbers. 725 total yards of offense, 7 different guys scored touchdowns, and 62 points is the most a BG team has scored in 10 years.
Set play, Marios Camaleras. Diving header. Look at that. Worth another look in slow-mo. 1-0 Cats. They try to get another before the half.
Forcing the turnovers. This ball is tipped and then it's picked. Roland Milligan, the UAB transfer, takes it back the other way for a touchdown. The Rockets up 17-0, and then it's back to the air. One of the 5 touchdown passes on the day for Johnson. This one to Ryan Burbrink. 4 seconds left. They just got to punt it away. Michigan State has nobody back to receive, but Blake O'Neal drops the punt. The Spartans would recover, and they take it back for a touchdown unlike anything you've ever seen. Michigan loses a heartbreaker 27